Hi all, welcome to this road to the final predictions for the Champions League. Obviously I've broken them down into individual predictions just to kind of see what we get, and also at the same time because there's obviously like 31 teams in the Champions League, as we mentioned there is 21 in the Conference League and then 25 in the Europa League. Just gives us an idea of what to potentially expect. So, because of actually, it's always much appreciated. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me Twitter, G is a legend. All links are down below for posting the channel, and social media links as always. It's just a bit of fun and just keeps us an idea really of what to potentially expect for the upcoming promos that were, because I'm assuming road to the final / road to the knockout is going to be coming soon, simply because match day 3 is this week. So obviously we just try to keep ahead and just cover our bases really. So what we've done is for this we've got all 31 cards. We've gone on the basis that everyone's getting a 2 in form upgrade is the minimum requirement. So Oblak obviously goes 89 to 91. Just for reference as well, when I'm running through all the teams in this, so like Atletico at the moment sit third in their group. So a bit of work to be had with them. Barcelona obviously in the form of Araujo, they sit second in their group with 3 points, so they're doing pretty well just now. It's just a bit of obviously wee bit of work still to be had. Man City top of their group, so Cancelo, Man City will probably get one anyway. It's just a case of who. Cancelo just seemed a quite an obvious shout. Skriniar for Inter sit third with 3 points. Bayern sit first with 6 points in the form of Musiala. Musa Diaby for Leverkusen, they sit second with 3 points. Leipzig's Lamir sits bottom of the group with no points at the moment. Gomez for Sevilla, they sit currently bottom of their group with 1 point. Aubameyang's for Chelsea, they sit fourth with 1 point. Neymar for PSG, they sit top with 6 points. Sporting Lisbon, they sit top of their group with 6 points. And to be honest, somebody like Concalves, depending who they picked and how they boosted them, could actually be a fun little card. And Concalves is one of those that, if memory serves, should be someone that can play like centre mid as well. So a bit of flexibility in there. Just for a bit of extra added context. Indica for Eintracht Frankfurt, they sit third at the moment with 3 points. Ajax's Ocampos, they sit third with 3 points. Uribe, bottom of the group for Porto with no points. Tottenham's Romero, they sit second with 3 points. Kanat for Liverpool, they sit currently in second with 3 points. Klaus for Marseille sit bottom of the group with no points. Vanaken for Club Brugge, they sit top of their group with 6 points. Don't think many people would have predicted that, but shows what can happen. McKennie for Juventus, they sit third with no points. Adeyemi for Borussia Dortmund, they sit second with 3 points. Camavinga for Real Madrid sit top of their group with 6 points. Pobega for AC Milan, they currently sit top of the group with 4 points. Orsic for Dinamo Zagreb sits second with 3 points. Copenhagen's Falk, they sit third with 1 point. Draxler for Benfica sits second with 6 points, which good bit of run for them. Bucha for Victoria Plizen, obviously very very unlikely, but still going to mention them. Fair's fair because it's every team in the group. They sit bottom of the group with no points. Red Bull Salzburg's Okafor, they sit third with 2 points. Jota for Celtic, they currently sit in third with 1 point. The Georgian Messi, as everyone knows him, Kvaratskhelia, for Napoli, they currently sit top of their group with 6 points. Mudryk for Shakhtar, they sit second with 4 points. And Hadji for Rangers, they currently sit in bottom of the group with no points. So it is worth kind of highlighting as well, they could have a bit of fun with like this because Celtic and Rangers are in it. They could do like what they did in the past with Kent and Forest. That's how we kind of went with the concept of Jota and Hadji. So you might have to pick wisely, or could do a dynamic duo, you never know, of sorts. Kind of SBC, you might get like the chance to unlock both, which would kind of cause turbulence for fans because it's not a dynamic duo, because it's, say, left and right wing and it's rival clubs. So yeah, it's like, be wise about that. You could get the same with like the Portuguese teams. You could get the same with a couple of other teams maybe. You could even get that with, say, Leipzig and Salzburg for all we know, just because they're owned by Red Bull. But obviously in our full predictions, we took 11 of these cards because we were of the assumption that what we did was go 11, 7 and 5. Just built like a full team. Like, realistically, you would imagine they'll take most of the teams that are top of their group at the moment. Then other like notable teams that are maybe second or third, like I doubt they'll take anyone that's fourth, simply because they'll be like, Chelsea's the only one I think they'll make the exception to. And the reason why I think that is because of somebody like an Aubameyang. Like, that card, if it suddenly gets a few boosts on him, depending how they do an upgrade system this year, could become could be an appealing option, but at the same time very expensive as well because it's a live card. But we'll see how it goes. As I said, potential for some fun low rated cards like Adeyemi and Pobega, even Klaus for that matter. But we'll see what EA kind of have up their sleeve really with this, because it's just guesswork. A lot of it is just primarily guesswork. And I should note as well, some of the cards are touted for Team of the Week cards. So when I do my predictions for Sunday night, and that were done for Sunday night, so be wary with some of these that even though I'm double mentioning them, these were all kind of prepared before the weekend's games. It's just obviously going live now because I've obviously just tried to get them all kind of done and dusted, as it were. So that would kind of fall for potential informs, just for references: Musiala, Klaus, Mudryk as minimum. So definitely worth keeping in mind. But we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I would say personally, for me, I think what they'll do with some of the lower, like with Kavrik Kekela, for example, we'll get his name pronounced right. They might not make him necessarily like a 2 inform upgrade. They might make him like him and Adeyemi, for example. They're the types that they could go. So like make them like minimum 85s or 86s. Just go completely slightly different upgrade system for like an initial boost. But as I said, let me know in the comments down below if any of these cards would appeal. Like, who would you want, who would you not want? Obviously some, as I said, might get, as I said, these are, as I said, if we're just going on 2 inform upgrades as an initial guide, and it's just guesswork from there. So let me know, folks. Smash like, always sub to the channel if you're new, and I will catch you all later.